Hello and welcome, guys. We are back with the third live in a row in a single day. And the reason that my second live was stopped abruptly because the power was cut. The power cut because of the power cut, basically. So, we are going to continue with the omegle clone here. And it's not basically going to be a omegle clone, but um, I do not want it to have the vulgarity aspect of the Omega clone, right? It is going to be a platform to connect two strangers together. Those strangers might have thoughts on culture to share, thoughts on technology and stuff like that. Some creative ideas or innovations to share with each other, ठीक है? And they might have. I want this platform to connect two like-minded strangers together, but that is something which is very, very late into the future. Okay, that is something uh, which will take time, and I don't know much time of how much development and planning time it will take. But for the starter, we just want two strangers to be able to chat with each other. Okay, and then we will move on to RTC stuff like transmitting the video across users. We could have followed the video tutorials for making such thing or over the internet, but uh, the thing is that it will. The problem is that it will cause a copyright strike. Okay, that will. Oh my god, I do not have words to speak. My spoken English has become very bad. Never mind. So the reason why we are not following any video tutorials here is that I'm trying to avoid copyright strikes. And also I think that I get very bored in video tutorials because all you get to do is to stare at the screen, and the person is most of the time doing something very trivial, and there are the moments where there is this important thing which you want to know and it just miss. I mean, I just cannot stand copy pasting what is happening inside a video tutorial. Like there is nothing you can do about it. All you can have is just copy paste what the person does, and you may end up losing. If you do not do the copy pasting thing, you may end up losing the track of what he is doing and how was the project structure is, and some of the error may creep in which will evolve into frustration and stuff like that. A lot of things which I don't like about video tutorials. But if we fail to make this if we fail to make this by ourselves, which will never happen, if we fail to make this by ourselves, which will never happen, then we will start following some video tutorials, and this time I won't be sharing my screen just in order to avoid copyright strikes. And I would just play some lofi music in the background, and maybe that way we could practice coding instead. I do not know why I feel very low on energy today. Uh, Now it's thinking go lately. This is how fast the noise changes. What is this? Okay. What does that even mean? Art virtual key? Oh, that's a virtual camera. Scenes. What is this even here? Like, if I can add a virtual camera. Mm, mhm, 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 ठीक है तो on click I will run send text, and inside of it I'm not passing any event है ना. Inside of it I'm not passing any event, but what I will do is that I will do input dot value. Simple है. Event dot prevent default, there is no event inside, so why should we add an event, है ना. So according to this, when I run इसको refresh मारो, and when I do this will do something which I don't understand, but it will do something. Oh. Just so that we make sure that it's doing something. Let's try this. We will end up writing something and it should do something. Okay, I cannot read property of the null, the property of the null, which is value, but it is the value of the input field now. We are trying to load the JS after everything, but still we are not able to get. It's because it is getting the input value. Get element by selector यार, बट गेट एलिमेंट बाय सिलेक्टर नहीं है, एलिमेंट बाय सॉरी सिलेक्टर नहीं यार, गेट एलिमेंट बाय आईडी नेम, एलिमेंट बाय टैग नेम। देखो अब हो जाएगा ना, अब हो जाएगा। अब हो जाएगा। हाँ but unfortunately it's not running something. We're just going to see if it is running anything or not. Huh, it runs, but there is no value, no input dot value. If there is some value, it should print high also. Does this have any value? Yeah, it has any value. Let's so it's doing basically anything instead of doing the thing which I wanted to do. Let's see even if it is emitting something or not. Hmm. I come. I was out for a pee break. Let's check if we have any concurrent views or not. No concurrent viewer as usual. Okay. I have to check my thing. Maybe 1 minute. I think we are moving a little bit slow on this. Okay? We have to ramp up the speed in order to understand anything if it is happening or not. Okay? So what we are trying to do here is that we are going to set the input dot value to this in order to have something. It's definitely running the syntax function, but the thing is that it is not doing anything to the input dot value. Okay? So do we have something inside the input dot value or not? We have to get about get the value input dot document dot get element by id value. We are going to place the id to make it. So we are going to try and attach id to the input field, and we are going to try and attach value from the input field and try Johnny Bravo. Where does this Johnny Bravo comes from? Inner HTML might get element by ID. Okay. Okay. So what we are going to do is we are going to simply go here. Go here into the input field. Our input field is above. What did it do? It placed the script into the bottom of the body, and that's what we did. Okay. I'm going to, instead of having some ID here, instead of having some value here, I'm going to attach an ID to it, like add an ID to it, and say this is uh, in input field. This is input field. Okay. So I have attached an ID to it. Now instead of getting the element by tag, I'm going to get element by ID, and here I'm going to do input field, which is same as the this. Okay. Now I'm hopefully going to get the value of this input field by, okay, so what I need to do is I need to refresh and do something, and it's going to paste uncaught console is not defined. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे we need to get the value of the input field, and there you go. So it simply did not run. KLJS DLK, some is the input message. ठीक है, so mind delete it. Now the only place we want to log our input message is into the client side by socket.on. So what we will do, we'll refresh the page and we'll send it, and we'll check for any messages if it exists or not. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे console.log and यहाँ पे जाके यहाँ कर दो ऐसे, and okay, so it didn't do anything. Didn't run any change. I'm going to cancel the program and run the program again so that we can have start. Yes. Socket.emit message. Socket.emit message emitted some message, but we did not receive any message. We are going to check for the socket and socket.on. We are going to do socket.on, or we have actually the socket inside. Sorry, the socket is equal to new server, and we have IU dot in message path dispatcher IU. I'm going to see if it has on message, and inside it, let's say chat message. That's chat message. It has chat message. I'm going to make it do something like console.log. I'm going to take message and I'm going to make it log the message over here. There's a fatal error due to which our app crashed. Now it's going to be working just fine. Okay. Now if I do something like this, I'm going to get a user connected. I'm going to broadcast emit a message, but it's not going to emit a message here. कर तो दिया. Send message. So there is something wrong with the logic, I guess. Socket.on. You have the socket. You have the socket.on connect. Socket.on send text. Socket.on. इसी दिन मुस्कुरा के तमाशा हम भी देखेंगे. It was supposed to emit some message, but socket dot on. Chat message. For some reason, we are not able to get the chat message over. Emit the event to all connected users. Socket dot on chat message. So IO dot image. If you want to send message to anyone except for a certain emitting socket, we have broadcast flag emitted. Get element by ID message. Document.get element by ID messages. Overview of the API. Socket.emit hello world, and io.on connection socket.on hello args. Basic emit. The thing is that this is arbitrary. This chat message wala thing is arbitrary. What we do is that whenever we send the text, okay, whenever we send the text like this, chat message, okay, socket.emit chat message input dot value, we can get socket dot on hello world, and this is the argument socket dot on. But why do we have it on? Why do we need to have it on here? Like, why do we have it on here? Need to have it on here. We'll go here and we'll do this, this. Okay, no, nothing is happening. Enough. Chat dot on chat message, io dot on chat message. The thing is that it won't happen here because it's the server. I need to talk about socket dot chat message. Enough. So uh, okay, guys, there is so much kachara that we have done is that we can imagine kachara over here. That is one failure. One failure every day keeps people like you away. Okay. What we are going to do is we are going to scrap all of this. Okay, we are going to thrash all of this. We are going to, sorry, I just closed the preview window, yaar.